It's number 1 versus number 2. These matchups are special. The entire landscape looking in today on this one, and they become a part of college football history. Hopefully, we'll get something epic. Welcome, folks, to Denton, Texas, and the home of the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champions, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First play, looking to throw it. Makes a quick catch. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Murphy.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Sooners are looking to keep this drive going. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications, Kirk. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back 9 of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team.
Hunt over the middle. It's Murphy. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Sooners lining up here on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Murphy. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Man, I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
The Sooners looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
The Sooners line it up with 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
They test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And now from the pistol formation. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Short throw complete to the tight end. That'll pick up a 1st down out of the 37.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that froze the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a 1st down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 2nd down here. Tailback with another carry. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the 1st possession. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Breaks into the open. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway. As we hit the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And there's the handoff. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Offense operating from the pistol. Tight end goes in motion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. North Texas's offense is back out there now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Looking to scramble. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. A deep shot to the left side. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, bringing pressure. And this one is caught. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
So second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw it again. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. A quick throw out left, complete. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First and 10 now for the offense. the shotgun, drops back. He finds the running back in the flat. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. First down here for this offense. It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. And here's the handoff. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Mean Green. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight to try to get themselves back into this game.
To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Breaking free at the 35. Here he goes. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The North Texas offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Looking for a receiver. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Keep it rolling, boys. Keep it rolling.
off from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Important second down play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Took contact on the throw. The pass is intercepted. Now he's bringing it back. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? Play action here on first down. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. Tight end makes the grab. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Boy, tight windows as always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now. Set up at the 24. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Fights off a defender. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. That's an important first down on that running play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Turns it loose downfield. And he can't hold on right in his hands. And he dropped it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On third down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking deep down the right side. And he throws his third interception of the day. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. And now a carry here for the fullback. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it off to begin the second half. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Field now. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. Makes a quick grab. Fighting off the defender. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down after that previous play. Interception number 4 today for this QB. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The sure hands. It's Murphy. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Snags the quick throw. And it's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. It's not the way you want to start. 1st down and 20 now. Receiver in motion now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. He's found some room at the 45. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
The Sooners offense is on the move now. The shotgun running play call. Pointing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
North Texas, 7.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. North Texas's offense is back out there now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
On the run here, lets it go. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up.
He's in the clear. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, North Texas. Way too much speed in that play.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
North Texas 14.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Handoff in a single back formation. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Murphy. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. He hands it off from the gun. Breaks loose at the 45. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Here's the second down play. He keeps it on a design run. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Tries to get it to the running back. Finds his man. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Grabbed by the receiver. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his fourth down. Great job here by the D.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They look to throw it here on second down. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That is broken up and incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. This time it's complete. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Big guys up front line up. It's first down.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? He could go. Touchdown, Sooners. A crucial pick 6.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the completion made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down because he just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the 1st.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He bought some time, now lets it go. Here's another interception, losing track.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 play.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Leaning on the run game here late. Finding space at the 20. Powering through the defender. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. North Texas's offense is back out there now. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Moves out of the pocket. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's back to throw again on second down. And this time it's complete. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Flanagan. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Complete to the running back on this 4th down play. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as he tried to cut in to this lead. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. First down and more. He's still running. Quarterback in the clear. Slides to avoid the big hit. And with that, we're going to have a new #1 team in the rankings, sir. This victory puts them in pole position and makes them the team to beat as we look ahead of the bracket.
Well, they took total advantage of this opportunity, taking on the #1 team in the country, especially doing it so late in the year. The committee obviously paying attention to the results of this game, and now we have a new #1 team in college football.